ID. ID Fresh Food, it is a food company that produces instant breakfast mixes which are ready to cook at any time. They deal with idli and dosa batters, instant parotas, chapatis, instant coffees, etc. It is based at, it is headquarters at Bangalore, and nearly 1500 people are working under it.
The company values up to 2000 crores and there are like 30,000 retail stores. They send their goods to.
And the mind behind ID is PC Mustafa. He is born in Chennalur, Kerala. He is graduated from NIT Calicut and he had did his MBA in IM Bangalore. PC Mustafa had a dream of creating his own business, and for this he used to discuss various business ideas with his cousins. And one of his cousin is a kirana shopkeeper, and he used to sell idli and dosa batters. And many customers used to complain about the quality and the quality of the batter and the quality of the packaging, because it is sold in a plastic cover wrapped with a rubber band at the top of it. And that is when they got the idea of creating a quality batter company. This is how they started ID. It started in a 50 square foot room in Bangalore, and now it had reached to a unit which is of 80,000 square foot. This is the story of ID. And these are the products of ID. ID is mainly started with idli and dosa batter. It has spread its wing to vada batter, instant parotas, wheat parotas, and grated coconut, instant coffees, and even batters made from organically grown rice. And these are the varieties that you can prepare with ID, like idli, vada, dosa, parotas, chapati, paneer, etc.
Need for the study. There are many companies that we can choose, but we chose ID because it's the PC Mustafa started business with something we use in our daily life. That is idli and dosa batter. And the society we live in that does not encourage any kind of packed food as they contain preservatives and chemicals which are not good for health. But they managed to build trust with such society in their products. And they started this from nothing. And we got fascinated how they did, and we digged in many information and we found out many things. And we are going to share them with you now.
Now let us know about the significance of ID. ID, first it is best for the bachelors. Bachelors, they know very little about cooking, and for them instant foods are very helpful, but again they are unhealthy. But ID, which are healthy and which can be prepared instant, are best choice for bachelors. And even for people who have hectic schedules. People who are having hectic schedules usually lack of time, they lack time, and for them instant foods are very helpful. And even during people going to holiday trips, they can use ID, because they may feel uncomfortable to eat the food which is at that particular place, and they can make same South Indian food at that place using just one packet of ID food. And even for elderly people who have very low amount of strength, feel very problematic to prepare their own batter from scratch, but they can use the ID's batter and instant foods.
Objectives of the study. ID Fresh's objective is to create hygienic, branded yet home-like, tasty, packaged version of idli and dosa batter which is sold in a large unorganized market. And they branded their company as 100% natural and fresh as a promise to be preservative-free and efficient and hygienic. And their aim is to create a natural and hygienic batter, and their vision is to become a fresh food brand admired and trusted the world over. to grow into a 1,000 crore market leader, to become one of the best and most sought after companies to work for. And the mission of the company is to make the preparation of homemade meals a pleasure. Values of the company: speed. They give quick delivery of the products to the consumers. Simplicity. There is lean and efficient organization that makes quick decisions and are easy to do business with. Authenticity. They take great pride in their homemade yet tasty food that is made in ultra hygienic and HACCP compliant factories. And integrity. They believe in faith. They believe in fairness and transparency in all their interactions and with the consumers and stockholders, employees, etc.
Competitors. In order to sustain on this earth, anything must compete, and for that even ID has its own competitors, and the main competitor for ID is MTR. MTR, which is abbreviated is known as Mavalli Tiffin Room, which started as a tiffin center in Bangalore, has grown into a company which produces spices and instant mixes. When Ashirwad, ITC started selling atta in the name of Ashirwad, and Ashirwad has increased its products even to packaged batters. And Achi, which is found in Chettinad, Tamil Nadu. Achi means grandmother in Tamil Nadu. It indicates that the food made with Achi tastes same like the food which is made by grandmother. And these three are the main competitors for ID.
SWOT analysis. S means strengths, W means weakness, O means opportunities, T means strengths. ID has reliable suppliers which are reliable and always supply the goods within the limited time, which helps them to do the market operations in an order within the given time. Quick and fast delivery system. ID is known for its quick and fast delivery system as to have command over the end-to-end supply chain. Quality meals. ID is known for its quality meals as the products are done with aqua filter water and high quality dal and rice. Weakness. ID has low number of outlets and the goods have very slow stock life, and which as they are made preservative free, and the cold storage chain, as they have low stock life, they need to be handled in the low temperature controlled vehicles, which increases the cost of production. Opportunities. Scope for proliferation of new products. ID can invent new products as the demand for ready to cook products increased in the market, and level its supply chain throughout India. We can find ID's bases in the urban part of India but not in rural India, so it can expand its wings in the rural part of India. And collaboration with restaurants. ID does not have QSR, which are quick service restaurants. As they collaborate with the restaurants, they will promote their products and can increase their sales. Threats. Competition from local vendors. As you can see, we can see many local people selling batters at the roadsides at cheaper rates, which will make the people to buy the roadside cheaper quality batter instead of ID. And health consciousness. As people nowadays are into low carbohydrate food, they prefer vegetables and salads instead of Indian breakfast. Shift in eating habits from traditional food. Nowadays, the youth these days are into fast foods than into traditional foods, which will cause a major threat to the ID fresh foods.
As we know, people do not trust in packaged and instant food because they believe that it is made full of chemicals and it is the content of preservatives in it are high. But ID is where it prepares its products with no preservatives and healthy and quality rice and dal. And for this, but in order to grow, company should grow. People should trust in the company. And for that, ID instead of struggling to make people to trust in their company. It started trusting in customers. Now let us see a video about it.
Trusting strangers was never easy for me. But I remember that day clearly. Her laugh. Sweet child. But what to do? I didn't trust anyone. And then it happened. The moment everything changed. That day, I learned that the world can be a better place. We only need to trust each other.
For this, ID had set up ID dress shops in 40 apartments with no salesperson, no security guards, and no payments. It has just kept in money box where the customers can drop their money if they are honest, and that's how it even won the best award for advertisement, because at the same time it got the trust from the customers. Advertisement of many people noticed about ID.
And it increased the 90% of the sales.
And after studying about the company ID, we have few suggestions to the company. ID did not even spend a single rupee on advertisement in its first 8 years from 2005, and many of you may not know about ID than MTR. Many of you may know about MTR but may not know about ID. So we suggest that ID should advertise its products and source its raw materials for cheaper prices. ID uses high quality of rice and urad dal, but it can go global and procure rice and dal from country where the quality is high and the price is cheaper, and to sell its product over the whole nation. You can find most of the ID in urban areas, that too in South India, but it can sell its products over the whole nation, even in North India. And to conduct more marketing campaigns like providing sample sachets, like free samples for people, because people notice about the company and they feel happy for getting the sample.
Next.
And conclusions of the company, and what we concluded from the company is that we should build our brand to build our business. As I said, ID did not spend even a single rupee on advertisement, but still has grown into a 100 crore business because of the brand ID. Because it is ID has concentrated in the quality of the product rather than advertisement, and keep innovating new products. ID, which started as a batter company, now is it into paneer, instant coffees, parotas, chapatis, breads, etc. And the next point which we notice is that customer is queen. ID instead of making people to trust in their brand, it started trusting in customers, and check that customers are at most comfortable with using their products, and find an opportunity from difficulties. During the times of COVID, many companies had shut down their manufacturing units and fired many employees. But ID has grown still larger and has manufactured still other products. Thank you for coming.